Welcome to Policy on Demand's Week in Review. I'm Janice Mays.
What would you tell clients are your takeaways from this week?
Well, I had several. Congress returned, and after a little drama and a visit to the White House, on February 28th, Congressional leaders announced an agreement to move government appropriations forward and avoid a shutdown. It requires another stopgap measure to March 8th for the sixth easiest appropriations, and to March 22nd for those six that are not quite so easy. House will start action next week on the first tranche of these, dealing with agriculture, energy and water, military construction and veterans affairs, transportation and HUD, interior and the environment, and commerce state justice. And they will try to follow with Senate action before March 9th. Negotiations will continue on the six that are harder and hopefully dealing with those by March 22nd. There's no agreement yet in this part of the package over how to deal with that supplemental appropriation for Israel and Ukraine. And second, this week, it became a little clearer how the tax bill might move forward. That bill dealing with those legacy tax increases on U.S. R&D, amortization, interest deductions, and bonus depreciation. Senate Republicans have yet to agree on adding that bill that has passed the House to one of these appropriation measures. Senator Schumer, the majority leader in the Senate, talked with the tax chairs and suggested that he might be ready to move it as a separate bill as early as the week of March 11th, if the Republicans can show they have 10 or more votes to get to that 60 vote threshold you need to move legislation. Clearly, the Republicans are split. This also contains those child tax credit increases, but some of them have begun to announce that they would take the bill as is and vote for it to continue in the Senate. So that's action in progress. And this week, Senator Mitch McConnell announced that after the November elections, he will step down as the Republican leader in the Senate.
Which question related to policy did you get asked the most, and how did you respond?
It's still the question of whether the tax bill, whether it can be enacted. And I believe the answer is yes, possible in March. Senator Schumer's efforts to find a way to pass it as a separate bill in the Senate forces those Senate Republicans to decide if they're no or if they're yes on enactment and moving this legislation. And if they're no, what's it going to take for them to get to yes?
Where should companies focus their attention in the coming week?
Business can affect the outcome for this tax bill. If there's any relationship on Capitol Hill, especially with a Senate Republican, now is the time for the CFO, the CEO to reach out. R&D investment is in the decline right now, and it's going to be much harder to change these rules in 2025 if they aren't changed now.